Ugh, it tastes terrible. All right. Well, you guys saw the title. You guys saw it. If you've ever looked at your friend's podcast or someone you know that's doing a podcast, you may have thought, wow, that looks easy. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're right. It is easy. But the problem is nobody wants to listen to it. Even your own mom. Mom subscribed out of guilt. She don't listen to your podcast. That's for sure. So, if you're thinking about starting a podcast, I'm here to tell you, don't. I'm actually... Hang on here. Sorry, I got foam padding. I've got foam padding falling off the wall. Another reason, maybe that's a precursor reason. You bought so many foam padding for what? Why so much foam padding? What good's it gonna do? So that's a little preview of why you shouldn't. But there's definitely some reasons not to start a podcast. I have in the past talked about why people should start it, but if we're just getting serious, don't. And here's some reasons why you should not start a podcast. Well, for one, everybody's already got one. Everywhere you look, podcast. There's enough out there. We don't need one more. Starting a new podcast, it's like opening a Subway in a town where every building's already a Subway. We've got enough deli to go around. And odds are the other ones are already better than whatever you're going to make. So definitely don't start one because everyone's already got one. Duh, you're late to the party. You should have started 10 years ago. Maybe you'd have a chance. The second reason you should not start a podcast, you're not famous. It would help if you had some fame. If you've got none, what are we doing here, right? Joe Rogan, he can talk about elk meat for 3 hours, and he'll get probably about 10 million views. If I mention elk meat, I lose about 3 subscribers. So, you're not famous, so anything you say isn't, everything you say is not going to land. So, just, unless you're famous, don't. It's a waste of time. Number 3, the third reason you should not start. Nobody even cares about you. And they definitely don't care about your deep conversation. Hey, bro, you want to do a podcast so we can talk about life? No. No one wants to hear about your life. Believe it or not, not even your friends. Your friends definitely don't want to hear about your life. Not even your own friends. This is the truth. It's coming out. Number 4, the algorithm hates you. Dude, the algorithm hates you. Unless you sacrifice a goat to the YouTube god, your little podcast is going to live in algorithmic oblivion. You'll spend money you'll never make back. You'll never make it back. The mic, $300. iPhone, $1,000. The therapy after you burn out, $600 a month. So your ROI is looking at about negative $43. And not to mention the slow erosion of your confidence and self-worth. Also, editing is boring. Oh, you like the sound of your own voice? Well, get ready to hate it. Because before you know it, you start to disassociate as you sync together 6 clips of you saying, Number 7, your guest will flake. And worse than that, your guests have never even done a podcast. So you got inexperienced people on top of your own inexperience. You might ask them a juicy question, and they say, yeah. That's it. That would be their whole response, and you'd have to say something else to fill space. So your guests won't even be any good. And then the 8th reason, your takes on life just aren't original. You think it's a hot take. Social media is bad. Wow. Socrates over here. He thinks social media is bad. Profound. No one knew. So if those 8 reasons weren't enough, here's number 9. The 9th reason you should not start a podcast: you think you're funny. You're not. At least not yet. 95% of your jokes will land like a paper airplane thrown into a fan. A case in point. All right, number 10. You'll want to quit every single episode. And you probably should. I mean, if we're being honest. But there you'll be if you start one. There you'll be, episode after episode, recording another video. As if you're some unpaid intern for your own ego. So, in conclusion, yep, podcasting is a terrible idea. It's a complete waste of time. But, there is a silver lining. Maybe your terrible ideas are where the good stuff lives. Maybe. If you can stick with something this unrewarding for almost 2 years straight, maybe that's not failure. Maybe that's a sign of creative discipline. All right. Well, that was a lot to read there, and I didn't come up with any of that. That was all Chat GPT. But, I mean, the sentiments are there. All that, there's some truth in most of that, actually. I mean, I've been doing the podcast for 2 years, and every single thing that it said, I was like, it's kind of facts. Kind of is reality. But yeah, I mean, some real takeaways, some like more honest takeaways from that information is, I mean, maybe it's okay to suck. Maybe it is okay to suck. We can be honest about our lack of success, didn't enunciate there. We can be honest about our lack of success, and maybe it's okay to be bad at something. Maybe it's part of learning. The other silver lining is that if you can stick with it for a long time, I mean, that's an accomplishment in and of itself. Most people can't stick to something for one day. So if you can fortify through the failure, there might be a silver lining there. There might be something inherently good about you being able to do what most people cannot. And the other thing is you do grow as you do a podcast. Maybe not in subscribers, maybe not in followers, but you grow in useful skills. You grow in communication. You grow in ability to communicate. You grow in clarity on what you think and believe. And you grow in self-awareness by doing a podcast. And even if all that doesn't matter, if you still want to do a podcast after all this, then maybe you're crazy enough to make it happen. Maybe you are so defiant towards failure that you have what it takes to be great. Maybe.